Hello everyone, Bobby Martins, the real estate expert here with a update on the real estate market here in San Diego, California. Today is March 11th and the numbers are finally in for February, so I wanted to go ahead and dive in. I've got a great analysis for you here today. This is going back all the way to 2004, and part of my job as a real estate agent is to look at risk for my clients. And everyone always asks me, is it a good time to buy? I bought my house, my dream house, about 14 months ago, 16 months ago. So I feel like it's a good time to buy as long as it is something you're going to live in long term. If you're looking to time the market, then that's a different story. So we can have that conversation a little bit later. But let me go ahead and dive into the numbers here. And these numbers really tell a lot about what's going on. And more than anything, I've determined a floor on whether or not, so let's say the market does fall apart on us. I feel like I have a good floor on how big of a dip that we're going to get when we get that dip, and it's not that much, because when you look at this graph, this goes all the way back to 2004. If you look at the peak here in 2005, looks like November of 2005, 515,000. Well, right now we are at 550,000. So, do you really think that the market is going to go all the way back to these numbers at any point, all the way back to 2005 or 2006? I don't think so. There's, in my opinion, no way. So you're looking at a 4 to 6%, maybe 7% correction when it happens. So you're not talking about a huge, a huge cliff that we're jumping off when that correction happens. So for the people that are sitting there on the fence going, well, I want to wait for the correction, I feel like you're waiting for something that, yeah, it's going to come eventually, but the market's going to go up another 5 to 10% before that happens, and then it's going to drop 10%, which is going to put us right back to where we are right now. So the question is what is it costing you by waiting? And how much rent are you throwing away? It's just, and for a lot of my clients, they're in houses that are too big. They're needing to downsize. Well, if you miss that window, then it could prevent you from selling it at a price that you're happy with when you're finally ready to sell. And so my job is to get you top dollar when you do sell. And so when you analyze these numbers, this spring is definitely, in my opinion, could be the last good spring, maybe next spring. When you're dealing with an election year coming up in 2020, who knows what's going to happen with that. So looking at other numbers here, going at market time, things are still really low considering. So only 42 days on the market. So it's very, very low. Now, as far as sold listings, things, let me go ahead and put this down to the last 3 years. So, sales are down, but inventory has been down, but inventory recently has increased. So look for the sales numbers to increase now that we're getting some more inventory numbers. So as far as active listings, you can see right now we got 6,600 homes on the market. This time last year, we had far less. We had 5,900 homes on the market. So, with this increase in homes, expect the sales figures to kind of even out, and we should start having positive sales figures coming up. So now, as far as housing supply, one thing that's really important to look at, and this is where a lot of people say, well, the market's really slow right now. Well, where do you point to that? Usually people are pointing towards the sold numbers year over year are down. And the reason for that is really because in San Diego, the lower price stuff is gone. So if you look at this here, look at these numbers. I mean, in the 250 to 500 range, we're down 20%. In the 250 and below, down 37%. So if you take out those three periods or three categories here, and just don't look at those, and then look at all the other ones. 3.7 positive from 750,000 to a million. Right here we are 2.9% positive, and that one's from a million to a million 250, and 4% positive from a million 250 and above. So you look at these numbers, and it's really just the reason why sales are not where they're at is because we just don't have the inventory in the lower priced properties. So that's on the pending. Same thing for the solds. You look at these numbers, they're all lower. But when you get to the other categories here, they are higher. So, so very, very positive. So basically, bottom line, if you're living in a house that is too big, if you're living in a house that's too small, it's really good to get moved while the rates are low, while people are buying. It allows you to do the move that you're looking to do. And we have a lot of different ways to help you. So give us a call. We'd love to do a free analysis right over the phone. And again, we can help you in a number of different ways, including buying your property without having to put it on the market and deal with all of that. We have ways to help you with that. So give us a call, 858-204-7259. Again, 858-204-7259. We are absolutely dedicated to making sure you get the best possible service. We love this business and love helping people, so we want to help you get moved and get settled. I can tell you there's nothing better than that feeling of being settled in the house for the long haul. So give us a call, 858-204-7259. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.